Okay. Now, this is a summary for day 9, and I'm not as prepared as I'd normally be because I'm summing up a lot of things all at once. Um, One reason is because I'm uploading. I'm still attempting. I've been trying to do it. It seems like for the past couple days. Um, I've been trying to upload the video summary for day 8, and it's 1.3 gigs, and so I've been having real problems. What I've ultimately discovered is that the Firefox browser is the best way to go with that. It automatically will renew the upload. I mean, it'll renew it automatically. Um, and that's really super helpful on larger files. Plus, because I'm working now a lot more, and the work that I do puts a strain on my CPU resources and the RAM, and so there are times when the upload will get interrupted, and that has caused a lot of problems for me to upload this big file because I'm working more. Before I wasn't because you know, I was vegging a lot, because when you first get started, um, you're not really yourself. Uh, you're in war. You're in internal warfare a lot more, and you're just not yourself. So I was taking time off in order to make that adjustment, and to a large extent, that adjustment's been made. So back to um, the day 9 summary. Okay. Um, for the most part, I've adjusted in one way, which is, of course, the absolute habit of sleeping multiphasically, polyphasically, if you will. Um, and that's an ingrained habit. My body is used to that. I think I'm not sure. I'm still working on this. I think it might take longer, or it's taking longer for me or for my mind or body to adjust to producing REM regularly. I'm not sure. Um, I'm still working on that. Maybe I'm sleeping too long. Maybe 30 minutes is too long, and I would be more aware of the REM if I cut it back to 25 minutes or went back to the full 20 minutes. Um, if I cut it all the way back to 20, maybe then I would be more aware of REM, and I would you know wouldn't have that concern. But anyway, what happened was, yeah, I had amazing experiences of great cycles, and I just had one. The last cycle of day 9 was incredible. I mean, I know for sure I had. I remember my dreams, and you wake up, man, and you just feel like so full of energy. You're burning on clean. That's what it feels like. Your energy is clean, and it's strong, and it's clean, and it's amazing. Because you normally, when you wake up after a night's sleep, you don't feel that way at all. And that brings me to a major point that I want to make. I'm basically likening sleep to alcohol. Okay, and you drink a little bit of alcohol, and it's actually good for you. It actually, if you know what I'm talking about, you just know how you feel when you drink a little bit. You just get this really nice high, and everything is going really good, and you're just like, it says it in the Bible, it's actually good for you. And the the thing on the other end, you drink too much alcohol, and you get drunk, and you get drunk, okay, and that's what happens. We wake up after 8 hours of sleep, and we're drunk, and we stumble throughout the day. As far as the fatigue levels, um, it just, I drink coffee all day long, just to keep up at a peak that I can maintain. And it just seems like I mean, that's what it's now from this perspective. I can really say that it's like I'm drunk by way of comparison. That's the difference in how you feel when you finally adjust to polyphasic, and you're not constantly um, with the boogeyman chasing you, with the sleep man chasing you. Once you get past that, man, it feels so good, so much better than 8 hours nights of sleep. It's so much better. Um, it's for so many different reasons. I've talked about it before a little bit. Um, and I'll do at some point. I'm gonna do a full summary of polyphasic sleep. I'm thinking I might even create a website just for people to come to. You know, um, you know, and I could try to help pass on my success to other people and just have a website. And I can go into all sorts of things that I'm realizing, and I might be able to be of a big help to a lot of people. So, but anyway, back to day 9. Okay, now some of the struggles that occurred in day 9. Okay, and this is where I haven't yet like completely adjusted, and I'm still working on this issue, and I'm watching things as they progress. I'm on new territory. I just know things have improved incredibly, and I've achieved incredible results to a large extent. I'm adapted to a large extent, but there is still the boogeyman still moves in. One great success I had, as you know, I worked over 24 hours in a row, working at my job. I did it once before, maybe, and I felt great afterwards. And you do it on monophasic sleep, you feel like goo. You might as well be a lump of Play-Doh. Because that's how you feel afterwards. But with polyphasic, I felt great. I was doing great, okay? But after that, and then also in day 9, the boogeyman came up and hit hard, really hard, and like super hard, and where standing wasn't enough, where, man, and that's where my concern comes in, that maybe it takes, for that actual REM sleep adjustment, maybe that takes longer. And it's hard to know without an EEG machine exactly. And I'm going to try to find out. I'm going to try to follow it and try to figure out. If it happens again, I may be I may be fully adapted right now, and I may not have this problem. I haven't been skipping sleep at all, skipping my naps, or doing anything like that. But the boogeyman came hard, man. That sleep man came hard after me on day 9 as well. Now, one thing that I did try was inserting an additional 20-minute nap. And I did that after about, again, an hour of being awake. Because, man, after about an hour of fighting that, it's... here I am complaining again. The Navy SEALs, they go 5 days with I think a total sleep in 5 days is 1 hour of sleep, and so I just stop whining, okay, and suck it up, okay. But anyway, the 20-minute insertion of additional sleep. Okay, that didn't work. It felt great, to have that, be able to go back to sleep. It felt great, but it didn't stop the boogeyman. So I'm not sure what the boogeyman was trying to get across here. I'm not exactly sure. Don't know exactly why he came back again on day 9 like that. Not sure why he showed up on day 8 actually. And we'll see. This is actually right now the first phase of day 10 has begun. I'm in the first phase of day 10. And there are some sites that are saying it, 2 weeks, takes 2 weeks to fully adapt or whatever. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm following along. I'll keep you guys apprised of how things go, because yeah, we'll keep each other apprised at the same time. So, all right, and so that's the issue on the table. Otherwise, man, I am happy as they say a pig in mud. Well, I'm not. I'm the opposite. I think. Well, man, I'm just like super happy. I'm flying high. I mean, put it that way. And I'm just working more. I'm back to work, which is good. And I'm starting a new pay period, and starting a new pay period, and I'm looking forward to really producing an increased income. And I'll have that information in the next week or two. Actually, 2 weeks, because that's the pay cycles, every 2 weeks or whatever. So, okay. And that's the deal on that. And so I guess there's not much more I'm going to be able to discuss right now. I mean, there's no need to prolong this video at this point. I'm going to get back to work and everything. Maybe get a little snack or something. But man, it's so worth it, and it is awesome being up all the time. It just is. And there's so much more I can say. But anyway, we're following the Boogie Man thing. Okay, we're going to see what's going on with that. I'm going to be updating. I'm checking my pay work and my pay and increase in pay and everything, and keep you guys updated as we go. So, real encouragement to everyone out there, anyone that sees this, you can definitely do it. Okay, but better be committed to it. I mean, you better be prepared, because there's a serious struggle. And one bit of wisdom that I can pass on is that it's true. When you read, there's this website on, I'll get a link at some other point, but there's a website out there called eHow or something like that, EHOW, and Polyphasic Sleep. There's 2 blogs from eHow on that, and one of them is good. The other one I didn't like so much, but the one I like, it says that do not be discouraged with your failures. Okay? Don't fail on purpose. Don't go back to sleep on purpose. Keep to the schedule. Be strict. Be rigid. Be hard on yourself and fight. Okay? But when you fail, because you're gonna have a failure here and there, don't be discouraged with that failure. I see it in every video when people fail, and including my own videos. When people fail, they really get down. They really get down. And it's good to, in a sense, because we're trying so hard, and our success, we absolutely want to get it, Okay? But what I've discovered is those failures are stepping stones to success. That's what they are. They are, as you continue, you pick yourself up and you get back on the schedule and you go, you're going to continue to make progress. The key is what it says on the blog, on the eHow blog. It doesn't interfere. Don't be discouraged about your failures, because it doesn't interfere with your adaptation. See, that's the key. And that doesn't mean go splurge on sleep all the time and screw with the schedule and all this. Don't do that ever. Be strict and hard and everything. But when you fail, the one guy there that was doing this for 5.5 months, he had one failure in, I think, 5.5 months. So, that's pretty incredible. I mean, the guy is pretty unique. And to be able to do that, I'm telling you, he's pretty unique. But he had one failure, and he had drunk some tea, caffeinated tea, and skipped a sleep cycle or something. And then he had one failure where he reset his timer. He didn't even remember doing it. That just happened one time, and otherwise he had all success. All right, but anyway, that's the kind of goal we should be setting for ourselves, to be perfect. That's what I thought I was going to be. I thought, hey, I'm not messing around, man. I'm going to get 100% accuracy on these. I'm not going to miss anything. Everything's going to be perfect. We should aim for that all the time. Aim to be perfect, because it's gonna produce fruit. You're gonna be successful. Okay, but the failures don't interfere. I'll put it this way: non-deliberate failures. I'll go as far as saying that do not interfere with success. The adaptation, which is the long-term goal. So we don't have to beat ourselves up that much to where we think we're failing entirely on our long-term goal. That's over. That's an overreaction, and that's what we need to be careful of, and that's where we need to take courage. Okay, because the non-deliberate failures are not going to interfere with the adaptation, and we're on our way. We're closer than ever to being adapted. So that's all. I just thought I'd pass that on. I'll get over to work now, and this video is already the longest one I've ever made. So anyway, wish you guys the best. Keep you updated, and talk to you soon.